I mean, it's been something we've been wanting for a long time. We're conscious that in a real incident, we want to get monitoring on quickly, and we want to start and following what's happening with that casualty. But we also teach the candidates to step back, to step away from the situation. Don't get in the way of the firefighters or anything else that's going on. And so we promote the use of remote monitoring. But at the same time, we need to be remote from the monitor as well. We need to be able to control what data, what feedback they're getting from the casualty ourselves, and we don't want to be in the way. We don't want to become part of the scenario. We want to be remote for it and step back from a distance. And SimPad has now allowed us to do that. Many of them are familiar with SimMan and have been using it for many years. So I think they've just taken to it straight away. I mean, it's just so easy to use. 10 minutes just using the device, just playing with it almost, getting familiar with it is all you need. I mean, obviously with your input as well, it's been even better. But I think it just speaks for itself, and it's so easy to use.
It makes a huge difference to the demo because the candidates who are here all do these kind of jobs in real life, so they're used to having a continuous screen in the background. Everywhere they go and everything they do has a set of monitoring screens around them, so they think by the numbers that are written there. If you tell them what this patient's sats are 92%, they don't believe in it, they don't buy into it in the same way that if you have it on a screen in front of them. So we put on monitoring. It shows what it's like in real time, which keeps the scenario very realistic, and then the numbers are there on the screen, so that you're continuously looking at them and you can hear the beeps, so you know what's happening without even having to glance or ask the team leader, or the person running the scenario, what is his blood pressure now? It's written there in front of you. And then the trends also. So instead of just being told an answer once or twice, you get the answer continuously, so you see the trend. So you see his SpO2 is dropping, or you see that his end tidal is increasing, and you know from that how the scenario is going to run. So it makes it all much more realistic and much stronger.
How are we doing end tidal CO2?
It's really good. It really adds to the realism of the scenario, because we're trying to get the candidates to believe that the scenarios are true. So we try to make the patients as high fidelity as we can. We try to make the scenarios as realistic as we possibly can. Sometimes that's broken when the candidate has to turn around and ask the instructor for the number of the blood pressure or the number of the oxygen saturation. So to immerse the candidates in it more deeply, if they just look at this, if they've got to put the monitoring physically on the patient and then look at the screen to get feedback, they immerse themselves more deeply into the scenario and it becomes more realistic.
Astounding, I think, is the one word that will sum it up, because we want to make the scenarios as realistic as possible. Clearly a lot of that will revolve in and around the monitoring equipment and what the monitors are telling us, and how we then take that information and focus it on patient care. We need that to be as accurate as possible. Maybe accurate is the wrong word. We need it to represent the real world as much as possible. So as an instructor, you're looking at the candidates and you're thinking, are they picking up what we've taught them in skill stations? Are they picking up what we've been taught in the lectures? We have to concentrate on the message and the educational parts of the course, obviously. And then we have to have a simulation system which allows us to quickly and accurately change what the candidates see in a predictable manner. This is a game changer. This SimPad changes the whole way we do that, because the user interface makes it intuitive. It is simple. So we can take very complex body changes, track a few buttons, set up what we want, set up where we want things to go with our scenarios, with our fake patients, and it happens in front of us, very slowly, very gradually, or very quickly, depending on how we've done it. But you can look down at the screen, set it up and have it running, so you don't take your eyes off your candidates and you make sure that you are teaching them what they need to know.